Mm, Okay, live from rainy Vancouver. It's the Tonight Show with Jay Letterman. Okay, so it is Saturday around 1 p.m. here, Pacific time, Vancouver. And I thought I'd hop on, do a quick live stream for you guys. Right now it's pouring rain. And a few days ago, actually yesterday, it was hot and humid. So we got like temperatures about like 25 degrees, 24 degrees here in Vancouver. So it's kind of a like a fluctuation of really, really hot weather, really, really rainy weather. It's kind of reminds me of Kuala Lumpur. Because in Kuala Lumpur, we would get like really hot, humid weather. And then all of a sudden we get like a downpour of rain. And same thing in Thailand when there's like a rainy season. So, as you know from the title of this live stream, it's The Hardest Working Man. So, I want to give you my observation of what happened yesterday. Yesterday at the gym, I saw this guy wearing a T-shirt. You probably know this T-shirt. On his T-shirt, it says "the hardest working man in the room." It's hilarious because the guy was just fucking playing with his smartphone and doing jack shit in the gym, and he all of it he happened to all of a sudden stand next to me. I don't know, for some reason he was like standing next to me in the gym, and then he saw what I was doing, and then yeah, he immediately his dick shrunk. He could have like put a sweater over that T-shirt. Hardest working man, get the fuck out of here! Don't wear those T-shirts if you're not gonna do what you actually say you're promoting on your shirt. There was another guy. I remember this kid. He was wearing like a Spider-Man compression T-shirt to the gym, and I was wearing my Spider-Man compression T-shirt at the gym at the same time. Both of us, right? But mine was better looking, obviously. But this guy who was wearing his Spider-Man compression T-shirt, he was just sitting on a plyo box playing with his smartphone. It's like I don't get it. Why are you wearing these T-shirts? Why are you proudly promoting that like you are a superhero or you're the hardest working man when your actions don't align with your shirt or your attire? You know, it just makes me laugh. It pisses me off too, cause like people are just full of shit. You know, just like, oh, I am the hardest working man. Yeah, yada 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 yada. Yeah, you can yak all you want, all right, but the footage says otherwise. The camera, the CCTV camera is watching you throughout your saunter throughout the gym. You're just standing there doing nothing. You're just playing with your phone. You're not huffing and puffing. You're not pushing yourself. So come on. It's like, and again, I don't advocate everyone to be a CrossFitter. Like, no, that's the complete opposite. You shouldn't injure yourself. Like pushing yourself to the limits every day is just you're just gonna burn yourself out. So don't do that either. But yeah, don't wear those the hardest working man T-shirts around me unless you can back it up. Is what I'm saying. Like I don't know why these guys they wear these weird T-shirts with these weird sayings on their shirts. Me, I go with like no name. I don't even like brand name logos on me because like I don't like a Nike or Adidas like symbolism or anything. Nothing like that's like visible like on your shirt. Like for example, this is a Uniqlo shirt. I bought this shirt a long time ago in Korea because it was simple. There's no name tag or anything. Like there's no logo. It's just red. That's it. That's all I wanted. So this like if I wear like a Nike shirt, it's like I'm a poster board for Nike, and Nike's not paying me. So why would I want to promote a brand that's not paying me to market them? You know? So these people that walk around with shirts, bags, I don't know, any kind of piece of clothing, they walk around. And they're just like walking billboards for these companies. It's like, does that make you cool? Or does that make you a tool? To me, that makes you a tool. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? I'm just wondering. 2 of you that are watching, 3 of you, 5 of you, 7 of you, 10 of you. If you have any questions for me to answer, please speak in the chat. If you can hear me in the chat, speak your mind. Don't be a lurker. Be a doer. Be proactive. Speak your mind. You know, I saw this post in a group in my neighborhood. People were like complaining online that there's no meetups, or it's hard to make friends here. I see this all the time. Like, oh, it's so hard to make friends. Like, you just go out of your house. You go meet people. You don't need to write write it down on your computer and post it online saying, "Oh, I'm lonely. I can't find friends." No, you just go out and do it. It's just like people complaining like online, "Oh, I'm fat. I'm lazy. I can't get in shape." No, you're wasting your energy doing that stuff online. Instead, you should get in your car, get on your bike, go to the gym, and train. Just shut up and train. You don't need to speak or express or vent or any of that. You just do it. You go and do it. It's like, I have no friends. I can't make friends. Yeah, they're always complaining online. The people who are networking or just living life to the fullest, they're not online. They're all busy offline. Like, I'm busy offline. Like, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm putting like my time and energy here on this live stream to answer your questions, to answer your concerns, to give you some wisdom, daily wisdom. It's not for me to learn anything or get anything from you guys. I'm not getting anything from you guys. Maybe money, YouTube ad revenue, very little. But yeah, if you have any questions, holy shit, you can see my knuckles. It's me hitting the bag, of course. The redness. Okay. I don't use hand wraps anymore. It's like, you don't need to wear hand wraps once you've developed your knuckles, your skin, your bones, and your hands. Once you've strengthened your bones, your skin, your hands, and your technique, you don't need gloves. You don't need hand wraps. You don't need any of that shit. And I know, like, boxer zealots, disciples of boxers, oh, you need hand wraps, you need gloves, you need protection. No, you don't. Because when you're in a real fight, do you have time to put on hand wraps? Do you have time to reach into your bag and put on your gloves? Do you have time to take off your shoes and socks if you do Muay Thai and get into your shorts? Like, you got to get out of that sport mode. You're in sport mode. You got to get out of sport mode and into real life mode. And real life mode means you are fighting with what you've got at the moment. So what are we wearing, or what are you wearing? I can imagine you're wearing street shoes. You're wearing jeans. You're wearing a t-shirt, a sweater, a jacket. You're wearing your watch, which you shouldn't. I don't wear watches anymore. I used to. But then I realize I can't fight or grapple safely without scratching up my watch or wrist, rubbing against the watch. You don't want to fight with a watch on. Or rings. I used to wear rings on my fingers. Try punching, grappling with rings and watches on. You're gonna fuck up your skin. You're gonna tear your skin apart. So I try to walk out of the house with a fighter's open mindedness, a warrior's open mindedness. And that means be prepared for anything. Be prepared to run, be prepared to fight, be prepared to defend yourself. And there are three things you need to watch out for once you step out of the house. One is man, okay? Fighting against another man, fighting against a group of men. Men, okay? Maybe women, or maybe even kids, if kids attack you these days. There are kids, they're punks out in the streets looking for trouble, trying to beat up elders and adults. I don't know why. Okay, man. The second dangerous element, okay, so man is animals. Okay, so bears, wild dogs, stray dogs. In Thailand, there are stray dogs. You've heard of it, right? They have rabies and all that. Wolves, raccoons, cougars, cheetahs if you're in Africa, leopards, just wild animals in general, okay? When I think of a wild animal, I don't think of like a tiger or a lion. I think of like a grizzly bear. I think the worst case scenario, grizzly bear, because they can run fast and they are strong as fuck and they will rip you apart. I'm not thinking of gorilla unless I don't know, in the real wild bushes of Africa, okay? But a grizzly bear. Or I'm thinking of like a raccoon or something like small, like a boar, right? Okay, so first, there's three of them. Recap, man. Second is wild animals. The third, we call it wildlife. Second is wildlife, okay? Sharks, if you're in the water, right? Sharks, dolphins can mess you up. Seals, sea lions, okay? So man, wildlife, and what's the third danger? Is the environment, okay? So when I think of the environment, I think of earthquakes, I think of floods, I think of typhoons. A few months ago, Vancouver had an earthquake. It was a small earthquake, but it was an earthquake. Imagine if that earthquake got bigger, more dangerous, shook more buildings, things fall down. You got to be aware of your environment. I mean, in Thailand, recently there was a huge earthquake and an entire skyscraper building collapsed and killed a few people. So if you imagine if you're in that situation, you're in Thailand, you're enjoying your summer holiday in a foreign country, and all of a sudden you experience an earthquake, and then things are falling down on your head. What are you going to do? You obviously you have to run for safety, but also you got to consider that who you're traveling with. Are you solo or are you with your family or loved ones? What if you're traveling with kids, little kids? You have to protect them. How are you going to protect them as a man? Well, you have to run. You have to be ready. So that means make sure your footwear is on point. So I don't know why guys are still walking around. Everywhere I go, I see guys walking around in public wearing flip-flops and Crocs. And I say to myself, you guys are not ready for an emergency situation. When the shit hits the fan, you're not capable of running. You can't run. Your shoes, your flip-flops are gonna hold you back. If you don't believe me, try running in flip-flops, like sprint running in flip-flops or in Crocs. Try picking up your loved ones when you're wearing watches and rings and jewelry, all that shit that you wear out in public, guys. You're not ready. Not ready. So, when I step out of my house, wherever I am in the world, I make sure that I'm battle ready. I'm wildlife ready. I'm environmental really ready, right? I'm prepared for these three situations that can happen anytime throughout the day, okay? Man versus wildlife or versus the environment. Those three things. Those are the three scenarios. There's no other thing I can think of. Ooh, the aliens coming down and attacking us? No. Do I think of no, it's always these three things, okay? So when I think of environment, not just environmental disasters like earthquakes, floods, typhoons, wind, right? Uh, I also think about like shit that can go wrong. So, for example, a gas station blowing up, a building falling down, some, I don't know, a pole just collapsing, right? A car steering out of control, right? Drunk driver, right? If I'm not paying attention, so for example, I don't wear earphones out in public. I don't wear a cap. I'm not wearing a cap. I have to make sure I see everything. I hear everything around me, behind me. I have to be ready for all of this stuff. So, guys, make sure you are ready for these three scenarios versus man, versus wildlife, versus the environment. Okay? I don't know. Some people think I'm making this up, but you could just go online. You could see all these in the news every day. Some people die because a factory blew up, a pole fell down, a car crashed into people, a bear attacked some folks at a park, a man pulled out a knife, a man had a machete, a man had a gun in the mall, some kids threw a sofa from high above and it landed on someone. These stories, I'm not making them up. It's happening every day, but you ignore it. It's all around the world. And you think it's like, you're probably asking yourself, oh, I'm safe, Justin. This place where I'm at is safe. Well, just recently, here in Vancouver, right in my backyard, there was the Lapu Lapu festival. You heard about that car that ran through all those people out in public. It can happen in your neighborhood. And then when I was in Korea, yeah, shit happened there too. Oh, Korea's the safest country in the world. Yeah, until, I don't know, a fighter jet crashes into a local village or some guy stabs somebody in the streets, which is just recently in the news. So stuff can happen. It's wild. This is a wild world. Hmm. Ask questions, comments. I'm just checking out some stuff online. Hmm. Interesting. If you're wondering what this is pre-workout creatine glutamine. I forgot something else. If you're wondering what kind of supplements I take, there's a link below. Just click on the link, and you can get a free PDF download of 100 health and fitness tips that I wrote. It's like 100 bullet points that I wrote without AI. It's just me writing. You download that, and then yeah, you get 100 instant health and fitness tips, including diet, nutrition, training, mindset, daily habits that I incorporate. into my routine that make me sharp. If you need a change in your life, this is your opportunity. So I highly recommend that you click the link down below, beacons.ai/Justin Patrick, and get that PDF. It's free. Download it completely free. And I also created recently a private Discord uh, for like minded individuals and go getters like myself. Now, you have to apply for this private group because I don't want just leechers and lurkers and bottom feeders in this group contributing nothing. No, I need like to find go getters. So, this is a high quality group. And if you think you can contribute to the group, feel free to apply down below. Okay, so the links and information is all down below. Hmm. What the hell? Oh man. Just checking the news feed. Hmm. Ah. Interesting. Yuck. 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 Ugh. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. Ay, 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 ay. Oh boy. If you're wondering what I'm laughing at, it's just a bunch of just dumbass people, influencers, making a fool of themselves. Anyways, if there are no questions, I'm going to end the stream, but you already know what you need to do, okay? There's a link down below, beacons.ai/Justin Patrick. Download the free PDF of 100 health and fitness tips. Okay, it's a free download, free bullet points. 100 of them. Diet, nutrition, how to train, mindset, all that. Get that. If you don't know where to start on your journey, if you need a refresher, just start with there, okay? And yeah, I have to get going. So unless there are any questions, I want you guys all to have a great day.